religion influences legislation in our Philippines.
So ayun, good evening everyone. I welcome you guys to another exciting and educational experience brought to you by the Roundtable. This is your host and moderator, Soleil Shera. Ngayon po mga kapanggatong ay matutunghayan na naman natin ang tagisan ng dalawang nag-uumpugang hinuha ng magkabilang panig. Now let me introduce to you the guy on my left. He is a professional teacher, has a diploma in educational management, in Master of Arts in Education, a philosophy enthusiast, proponent of divine logic, and an agnostic atheist teacher. Good evening, Sir Atheist.
Good evening.
Next up, the guy on my right, an electronics and communication engineer, and an RCC defender, Antagonist. Good evening, Sir Antagonist.
Good evening.
So guys, before we start sa ating agenda, I just want to remind you with the rules of the debate. Ad hom and personal attacks are not allowed as usual. Question must always be answered only until relevance depart. Profanities are not allowed. Construct your statements in the most precise and simple manner. Both will be given 1 minute to answer questions in cross-examination. Answer the questions directly before your explanation. Violation of said rules will be given of time deduction penalty of 30 seconds. 1 minute on the next round. Panelists and other participants must stay muted until necessity dictates for them to speak. Coming up is the part when our panelists will try to set the tone of this debate, the opening statement. Both will have 15 minutes to state their claims and appears in this debate. Sir Atheist, go ahead. The floor is yours.
Check ko lang yung timer. 15 ba? Di ba 10? Naano lang yan dun sa... Yata,
sorry. I stand corrected. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. Thank you.
Pero okay lang naman kung yung opponent ko magre-request ng additional time sa kanyang. And antagonist, do you need more time? Okay, sige. Okay, so good evening everyone. I would like to thank the Roundtable for this opportunity. I would like to greet our viewers, panelists, and moderators, as well as my opponent, antagonist, for this evening. Now, the most important part of any debate is having a basis on your stance, and I will solidify my stance by the following methods. Number 1, define what it means to influence and what it means for legislation in having any, whether good or bad influence. Because remember, the topic for tonight is the influence, not the good or bad of that influence may bring, but all forms of influence, whether good or bad, directly or indirectly, is undeniably an influence. Number 2, provide statements and examples of religious people and legislative department, legislative people, which are senators and congressmen having a profound objection, sentiment, and discretion towards any legislative issue is in fact a clear showing of their intent to influence the people directly and influence the legislation directly or indirectly. Any attempt to discredit or negate the definition in any form of a well-established definition is a strawman fallacy, and in return, try to divert this debate into something non-related is a red herring fallacy which we can surely expect from my opponent. Number 4, that any negation that my opponent will be a futile attempt in response to his bias in his foundational belief. Now, I will not try to discredit any positive influence of religion, but on the other hand, will show my opponent that religion has an undeniable influence in the legislation in the Philippines. Furthermore, that any accusation regarding a non-influence must be backed up by the same people in the Senate or Congress, or by the Church, saying or denying their intent to influence the people or the legislation. If not, then it can be considered hearsay or unsubstantiated claim. We must remember, influence, according to Oxford, is the effect that somebody or something has on the way a person thinks, behaves, or the way something works or develops. Legislation, according to Cambridge University, is a law or set of laws that is being created. Let's remember that, created. Now, my opponent will say that it is not a bill yet. Therefore, there's no legislation or the legislation is invalid since the creation of law is not based on law being a bill, but first starts in the discussion in the lowest form, which shows that if any or if a religion has an influence on the legislation, it means it has the power to affect passing or non-passing of such laws. Having influence doesn't mean that you can only influence the legislation if it's already a bill or a proposed bill, but the ability of any legislation or religion to stop the commencement or discussion of such laws because of its moral prowess and legitimacy in the society. Before I end my opening statements, here are some evidences. Letter A, Congressman Marcoleta, whilst deliberating in the Senate about the divorce bill, said, and I quote, "The term till death do us part is in the Bible and must be considered before this bill is passed." Next, Senator Manny Pacquiao in the hearing of anti-discrimination bill said, and I quote, "In the Bible, we can read na ang babae dapat magsuot ng pambabae at ang lalaki dapat magsuot ng panlalaki." And third, and the strongest evidence is the Republic Act number 11163, which means an act declaring the last Monday of January every year as a special working holiday in observance of the National Bible Day. Mind the usage of the term Bible in this three example, which no one can deny is an icon of religious beliefs. Therefore, whenever a person or organization utter a statement or opinion, discuss ideas, and the reason we have this debate is we want to inevitably influence them to side with us, to show that our reasoning is better, and that is an undeniable fact. Now, I would like to give you a modus ponens, a logical argument, which says, premise 1, quoting the Bible aims to influence religiously. Premise 2, senators and congressmen are quoting the Bible. Therefore, senators and congressmen aim to influence religiously. Whether indirectly or indirectly, we cannot deny the fact that the reason they are quoting the Bible is to influence, to have an impact, as the definition say, to the commencement, discussion of the said laws or bill. Okay. Now, for my opponent to be able to refute all of my argument, he must be able to, 1, show what's wrong with the premises, and number 2, show that the church or any religious person denies having an influence, no? Or wanting to influence the law, because we all want, as the premises, by quoting the Bible, you aim to influence religiously, whether directly or indirectly. And with that, I end my opening statement.
Sir Atheist, i-erase mo na po ba yung time mo?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bago tayo dumako kay Sir Antagonist, I just want to remind you guys na maging respectful po tayo sa comment section. And now, dadako na po tayo sa negative side. Sir Antagonist, for his opening statements. Go ahead, Sir Antagonist.
By the way, I am audible. Audible ba? Walang background noise, moderator?
Yeah.
Just to check.
Wala. Okay, clear
Okay,
ka,
thank
Sir
you.
Antagonist.
Okay, thank you. Let me go directly to the point. So before anything else, let us first define the following terminologies that is vital to the topic at hand. So first, influence as being defined or by Sir Atheist before. I will going to adopt his definition of influence by Oxford Dictionary. Influence means that the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something, or the effect itself. So in other words, For us to say that there is indeed an influence inflicted, an effect must be required. So regardless the opinion of a certain congressman, an effect must be required for us to say that there is indeed an influence by the religion. For example, atheist teacher becomes an atheist because he was being influenced by his parents who are also atheists. May influence, pero so the effect is very evident. Pero if atheist teacher naging Catholic teacher, clearly no influence has been made despite that his parents are both atheists. Number 2, legislation. Legislation refers to the preparation and enactment of the laws by a legislative body throughout its lawmaking process. A legislative process includes evaluating, amending, and voting on proposed laws and is concerned with the words used in the bill to communicate the values, judgments, and purposes of the proposal. Ngayon, on the topic at hand, the question is, does religion really influence the legislation? Does religion have an impact in the legislation of the legislative branch in the government? The answer is a stone cold no. To further elucidate my contention, these are the following grounds. Number 1, no bill on record either in the House or in the Senate that is pending for a long period of time on the basis of religious criticism. My dear adversary has the burden to provide proofs, pending bills, retracted bills on religious grounds. Number 2, Republic Act 4729. An act to regulate the sale, dispensation, and distribution of contraceptives, drugs, and devices. The law also promotes vasectomy and tubal ligation. This is already a law, despite the criticism of the Catholic Church. But it is legal to sell contraceptives in a form of drugs or device. The Catholic Church has the position on contraception was formally explained and expressed by Pope Paul VI on his Humanae Vitae in 1968. He said, artificial contraception is considered intrinsically evil according to the Church, but methods of natural family planning may be used as they do not usurp the natural way of conception. So despite the criticism of the Church, hoping to influence the legislative branch of the government, RA 4729 is now a law. Number 3, RA 10354 or the RH law, reproductive health law. The law requires government health centers to hand out pre-condoms and birth control pills, as well as mandating that sex education must be taught in school. It also requires that public health workers receive family planning training, while post-abortion medical care is also legalized. This is the most criticized bill in the history of legislation as far as religion is being concerned. The RH bill made a tremendous impact on the religious perspective, most especially in the Catholic Church. Now, to the extent that the CBCP or the Catholic Bishops Conference of the Philippines issued an order to all the parishes to make special prayer that will be included on the last part of the Mass. Naalala nyo? 2013, 2014, 2012, Oratio Imperata for the RH Bill. Naalala nyo yan, mga Catholic? Grabe, nayanig yung simbahang Katoliko kasi dahil sa RH Bill. To the extent na may Oratio Imperata for RH Bill. Naalala nyo yan? So, the Church is hoping for the legislative branch to be influenced by their vigorous campaign against the bill. Yet, the Church and the prayer has failed to influence the legislation. The Congress still voted in favor of the RH Bill. Take note that the author of the RH Bill are Edsel Lagman and Raisa Ontiveros, both Catholic. The President before who signed the bill into law was no less than the late Noynoy Aquino, who is also a Catholic. This simply implies that despite the massive criticism received by the legislative branch of the government against a certain bill that contradicts the concept of morality of a religious group, the decision of the majority of the Congress still prevails. No influence has been made. It is the burden of my dear adversary. It is the burden to show effects of the sentiments, the opinions of the religious people that has an effect to the legislative branch of the government, most especially the bills pending before the House. I have to waive my time. Thank you.
Maraming salamat sa ating mga panelists. To counter the statements and arguments of the opposing side, we will now proceed with the rebuttal. ATS teacher, to start, you have 7 minutes, sir. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. So, it seems to me that there is a problem with understanding the definition of Oxford Dictionary or Oxford reference. It says here, which is clear, it doesn't necessarily mean that it must have an effect. It says the way it behaves or the way something works or develops. No? The main point that I'm trying to point across today is that the act of declaring the National Bible Day is already an effect. It is a sin effect of a religious belief, because without the religious belief of Christians, there would be no National Bible Day. It would be a National Vishnu Day or a National Quran Day, but not National Bible Day. Okay, so it is a sin effect. And also, it doesn't necessarily mean that it must have an effect if the law didn't commence or yung discussion pa lang na-terminate na dahil sa objection ng mga religious people, talagang wala kang makikitang epekto nun. No? Pero, makikita mo na the religious belief hinders the passing of such laws. Yung mga senator at congressmen na kinote ko kanina, no? Hindi sila pumipirma. That is also a shown effect. Right? So, evaluating means talking about the proponent and the necessary effects of the bill. No, hindi ibig sabihin na wala nang influensya. Kasi influence can be direct and indirect. No? So kahit sabihin mo na hindi magsalita ang Pope laban dyan, for the fact na nagsalita siya laban doon, that it is against their dogma, that their dogma is for prevention of life. No? May epekto pa rin yun kasi yung mga congressman na naniniwala sa Pope, mga senador at tao sa legislation, sa legislative department na naniniwala doon, hindi sila pipirma. Again, even if it is not seen as an effect that is not seen, may epekto pa rin. May de-deny ba yung epekto? Hindi. Hindi lang natin nakikita. Again, number 4, saying intrinsically evil is influencing. No? The Pope is a highly influential person in the Catholic Church. We cannot deny that. If he is a highly influential person, all of his statements, all of his sentiments are influential. And in return, undeniably influencing the masses. And the masses includes legislators. In return, we cannot say na there is no effect. Going back to my first point, whether seen or not seen, there is still an effect. Okay? Again, and last, the Pope did not deny, no? Hindi niya dininay na gusto kong mag-impluensya. Wala akong pakialam dyan. Hindi ko kayo i-impluensyahan. Kasi kung yun ang gusto niya, hindi siya magsasalita laban doon sa mga batas na yun. No? So the main reason why the Pope no, did not deny or did not say na ayokong mang-impluwensya because inherently he's already an influential person. No? We cannot deny na may impluwensyahan niyang tao, gusto man natin o hindi. All of those people who subscribe to the Catholic Church will be influenced by the statements and opinions of the Pope because the Pope is the head of the Catholic Church. And same goes with all the other churches, all the other religious denomination. The reason why Iglesia ni Cristo, no? Bakit sila nagba-block voting? Because they want to influence. They want to have a power in the government. And having power provides influence. Right? So hindi mo na may deny yun. Makita man natin o hindi yung impluensya. I-deny man natin o hindi. May impluensya. Maraming salamat po.
I-wave mo na po ba yung type mo? Native. Ayun. So, dumako naman tayo sa rebuttals ng negative side. Sir Antagonist, you have 7 minutes. Sir, go ahead.
Thank you. So, let me clarify, no, that according to Oxford, influence, the capacity to have an effect on the character. It is the capacity to have an effect on the character development or behavior someone, something, or the effect itself. Diba? Napakalinaw, the capacity to have an effect. You cannot say that someone influenced me, some influenced the legislation without an effect. There must be an effect. Yung sinabi niya kanina, Congressman Marcoleta, kinote niya si Congressman Marcoleta, hindi niya alam na that is just a debate between Edsel Lagman and Marcoleta. But the opinion of Marcoleta does not constitute the entire, because the entire Congress and the entire House, atheist teacher forgets the topic that religion influences legislation as a whole. The opinion, the sentiments of a certain congressman does not constitute the entire Congress. Put that in your mind. Ngayon, sabi niya, si Pacquiao din nagsalita. Again, the statement of Pacquiao does not represents the entire Congress nor the entire Senate. Kasi every single congressman, Senate has a 24 members, House has a 316 members, 340 in total. Every one of them has their own sentiments. Every one of them has the authority and the power to file a bill, to introduce a bill, and then you are just quoting a single congressman, a single senator. Number 2, RA 1163 na dineclare ng state na Bible Bible Day, what is that? It is not an influence because the bill it itself is ang goal ng bill is to make that day as a Bible Day. Hindi na influence yan because at the first place, yan talaga yung purpose ng bill. Number 2, sabi niya, kahit hindi natin nakikita ang effect, ano daw? Kahit hindi daw natin nakikita ang influence, pwede na natin masabi na na-influence yan again. There must be an effect. Paano mo nasabi na na-influensyahan ng religious group ang legislative branch of the government kung walang epekto? It is just a mere opinion. It is just a mere opinion. The religious people are just exercising their rights in accordance with Article 3, Section 4 of the Constitution, freedom of expression. You can only say that it has an effect when that opinion inflected or inflicts in every single congressman that turns into majority vote. Wala. RH bill. Napakalinaw ng RH bill. The most criticized bill in the history of legislation. Na nagmimisa ang pare, may oratio ang pirata for RH bill. Pero na-influensyahan ba ang Congress? Wala. Hindi na-influensyahan ang Congress. Kahit ang author ng RH bill, no? The author of the RH bill are both Catholics. The president to sign the bill into law are both Catholics. Ano bang nasa bill? Abortion, contraception. There must be an effect, atheist teacher. You cannot say that, kahit walang effect, kahit magsalita. So for example, sasabihin ko, yung divorce, kuan yan, immoral yung divorce. Does it mean to say that I influence the Congress? Antagonist influence the Congress? Hindi. My opinion must have an effect to the legislation. And sasabihin ng legislation na we will going to retract this bill, we're going to junk this bill on the basis of religion. Wala. Nasabi niya kanina, direct or indirect daw yung influence. Basta lang daw makasalita lang, maka-comment yung Pope. Hindi pa yan influence kasi ang influence nga, there must be an effect. According to Oxford Dictionary, the capacity to have an effect on the character, development, or behavior of someone or something. Di ba? Balik tayo sa dito sa RA 4729. The act regulates sale, dispensation of this distribution of contraceptives. This is already a law despite the contradiction of the church. Until now, hindi ka pa nakakapakita ng bill na na-retract because of religious grounds. Ang pinakita mo, mga opinion lang ni Pacquiao, opinion lang ni Marcoleta. They are just opinion. Di sila nagka-create ng influence against the legislative because their opinion do not represent the entire Congress. Have you interviewed all of the congressmen says, we are being influenced by the religion. Di ba? Every single congressman, there are 340 of them, has the right to vote. And then you quoted Congressman Marcoleta and Congressman Pacquiao. Yung kinote mo kay Marcoleta, it doesn't even a bill. Walang bill na pinag-uusapan doon. It is just kung tatawagin natin na nasali lang yun sa pinag-usapan nila. Wala talagang bill na pinag-uusapan doon. Yung kay Pacquiao naman, sa interview lang yun. So we're talking about legislation, legislation as a whole. Legislation, the process of crafting a law. Ako may nasabi na akong mga law na bill and turn into law. That is clearly legislation. Ikaw, ang si atheist teacher, puro lang opinion ni Pacquiao, opinion ni Marcoleta. Why is that? Again, for us to say that there is an influence by the religion, there must be an effect. If no effect, that is just a mere opinion and not an influence. Thank you.
Maraming salamat. Before we proceed, let me just remind our panelists that during the cross-examination by which they will try to scrutinize their opponent's claim, make your question as clear as possible. And in terms of answering, kindly answer directly before adding an explanation. Mag-uumpisa muna tayo sa negative side kay Sir Antagonist. Go ahead, Sir Antagonist.
Okay, thank you. Question. On the 3 readings of the bill, do Congress invites member of the religious groups to give comment of insights or even join the interpellation?
Depende sa bill. Yes, there are bills that requires religious presence and there are bills that doesn't require religious presence.
So, are you saying that in first reading, second reading, and the final reading, there must be a representative from the church? Are you trying? Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm not saying there must be. I'm saying there is people of the church.
Okay, what particular bill, based on your knowledge, did members of the religious people attend and join the interpellation?
Religious people? Ulit mo yung tanong?
Okay, thank you. In what particular interpellation of the bill, name a bill that the Congress invites religious people to join the interpellation?
They don't need to invite religious people. Religious people will be there.
But are they does the religious people included in the interpolation?
Yes, there are religious people included in
Okay,
the interpolation.
what bill can you give me?
Okay. Okay. Sasagot ako 1 minute, ano?
Yes.
I said that there are religious people. Pacquiao is a religious people and he is there. No? So we cannot deny the fact that there are religious people in the interpolation of anti-discrimination bill.
Okay, I will going to rephrase my question. Is there a bishop, a priest present in the interpolation?
Sagot ko. Religious people doesn't necessarily mean to be a bishop or a priest. They doesn't have to.
Well, I am very specific with my question. Is there bishops, priests, cardinals, lay people?
Objection. Repeating question na tinatanong ulit. Nasagot na.
Well, I am moderator. Counter objection.
Proposed time, SP.
Okay. I rephrase my question to make specific people, not in general. That is not repetitive.
That is repetitive because bishops and cardinals are religious people. You already asked if there are religious people. I answered you, there are.
Okay, so are you saying that there are cardinals are included in the interpolation?
I'm not saying there are cardinals. I'm saying
are you saying that priests are included in the interpolation?
I'm not saying priests are included.
Are you saying that the priests are included? Are you saying that the priests are included in the interpolation?
I'm not saying priests are included. I'm saying religious people are included.
Okay. Number 2. Now, in the case of conflicting provisions, bicameral conference committee is instituted by the Congress to reconcile differences. So again, are there members of the church, members of religious groups invited by Congress to join the interpolation?
There doesn't be a religious people or a cardinal or a priest to be there.
Objection, moderator.
Objection.
My question.
What was your objection?
My question is categorical. It must be answered categorically, yes or no. Then explain.
Okay, can you repeat the question?
Okay. The premise is, in the case of conflicting provisions, bicameral conference committee is instituted to reconcile differences. Again, are there members of the religious groups invited by Congress to join the committee on interpolation?
Yes, there are religious people invited there.
Cardinals.
Religious groups, yes. You asked for religious groups.
Okay.
Cardinals, no. Religious groups, yes.
Okay. Are you saying that they are part of the interpolation?
They are not part of the interpolation. Your question is there are. I said there are.
So in other words,
Saglit lang po. Timer, pakian po ng time. Pakibalik po ng time sa 7:15. Kuya Anta, paki-repeat ng question kasi yung timer kanina hindi siya gumagana.
Okay. Continue na po.
okay. Ngayon, ang last question is, in case of conflicting provisions, meaning to say, after the first, second, and third reading, the final reading, should there be conflicting provisions on the bill, bicameral conference committee is instituted to reconcile differences. Again, are there members of religious groups, particularly in the church, cardinals, priests, bishops, invited by the Congress to join the interpolation? Yes or no?
Yes, there are instances and different bills. There are religious groups are invited.
Yes. So my question is to join the interpolation. So they're joining the interpolation.
No, you ask if they are invited in the interpolation. Meaning,
Yes.
if they are invited in the interpolation, they doesn't need
Objection,
to participate.
moderator. Objection,
I'm
moderator.
explaining my answer.
Objection, moderator.
Ano yung objection, Kuya Anta? Sorry.
I'm saying to join I repeat, G-O-I-N, to join, G-O-I-N, to join the interpolation. She said yes.
Yes.
He said yes.
I said yes.
To join. To join.
Okay, let me explain my answer. To join doesn't necessarily mean to speak. To join can mean simply having your presence there.
Okay, thank you. So meaning to say, they do not allow to speak.
Antagonist, can you hold the time? SP, yung 1 minute, di gumagana. Thank you.
Okay.
Na-clear na ba yung contention nila?
Kuya Anta, I think Sir ATS teacher, meron siyang 1 minute to explain his answer. So, hayaan natin siya.
Huwag po ako sana ikat.
Okay. Sabi mo kanina, they are just invited but they do not allow them to speak. So, is that an accurate observation from your answer that even if they're invited, they do not allow to speak on the interpolation?
Yes, because your answer... Yes, because your answer says join. Now, to join means having your presence.
Okay, thank you. So, since they do not allow to speak, what influence has been made inside the interpolation?
The influence that are made during the interpolation, okay, and its effects are congressmen and senators not signing the bill or disagreeing with the bill and quoting their religious texts in order to defend, scrutinize, or abstain from answering to the bill.
Okay. Okay. Do you know of any bill failed to pass in the scrutiny of Congress on the basis of influence by the religion?
Yes.
And what is that bill?
The anti-discrimination bill.
Anti-discrimination bill.
Wait, let me explain my answer. It is
Okay.
not yet passed because people in the Senate and Congress are protecting their religious beliefs. Thank you.
Okay, I'm asking you pending bill, not yet. I'm asking you, failed to pass in the Congress, meaning to say it is not pending, but it is failed to pass in Congress, meaning to say the bill has been junked, not pending. Do you know of any bill?
Pending means it is not yet been junked. It is still there. Can you clarify your question?
I'm asking you a junk bill on the basis of influence by the religion.
Okay, it is the anti-discrimination bill is junk because it is not yet passed.
So pending is for you is junk.
Yes, pending means junk.
Okay. Okay. So who are these people voted against the anti-discrimination bill influenced by the religion?
Objection.
Yes, Sir ATS teacher, what's your objection?
Ang tanong niya sino yung mga tao na yon, papangalanan ko isa-isa. Hindi ba
name
sapat
at least
na magbigay? Teka lang.
Okay.
Hindi ba sapat na magbigay ng isa para ipakita yung influence ng religious belief? Kailangan isa-isahin ko, ganun ba tayo? Ganun ba ang gusto mangyari ni antagonist?
Withdrawn, next question.
Paki-construct po nung question, Sir Antagonist.
Question withdrawn, submitted. Objection is submitted.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. On the anti-discrimination bill and anti-discrimination bill, what particular statement by the church did the congressman who opposed the bill cited?
Antagonist, I did not say that the church had a statement. I said Pacquiao had a statement regarding his religious beliefs.
Okay, Pacquiao on the anti-discrimination bill. Okay, thank you. So, are you aware that the vote of Pacquiao is equal to 1?
Yes, I am aware.
Does the vote of Pacquiao enough to junk that bill?
It is not enough, but it is enough to influence.
Okay, the vote of Pacquiao equal to 1. Is that enough to make the anti-discrimination bill pending?
It is enough to make an influence.
So, the other congressman who voted against the bill, are they also influenced by the religion?
Yes, they are.
Okay, who are them? Who are they?
Objection, ayan na naman. Papangalanan ko na naman isa-isa.
Counter objection, counter
maayos yung question.
counter objection, Soleil. Sabi niya, they're also influenced, so therefore I have the right to ask him who are they, to scrutinize his answer. Because it is if that is the case, if you will going to side on his objection, then if that is the case, that is just a mere speculation, a mere assumption that those people aside from Pacquiao who oppose the bill influenced by the religion. That is just a speculation.
I provided a statement, a recorded statement, and it is enough to be as evidence because it is recorded. It is not written. It is recorded, televised. Thank you.
I think nasagot naman na po kanina yung question. Proceed with the next question, Sir Antagonist.
Hindi na, okay. I will go to repeat the question because my adversary is unresponsive. My question is, you said kanina, answer to my question that yes, aside from Pacquiao, those people who oppose the bill.
Sasaglit lang, Kuya Antagonist. Timer pa, nung time?
Hindi na ba part to ng objection nila?
Hindi na.
Okay.
Okay. Ang tanong ko kanina sa kanya, aside from Pacquiao, those people who oppose the bill, are you saying that they were also influenced by the religion? Sabi na, yes. With conviction, yes. So therefore, meaning to say, so it is my right to ask them, who are they? For me to scrutinize whether or not his answer is just an speculation or based on facts.
I already provided an evidence showing, wala naman akong sinabi na etong tao na to ganon. Ang pinoprovide ko lang, yung sagot sa'yo.
What have you provided?
I provided recorded statements of
statement of
influenced by religion.
Senator who?
Senator Pacquiao.
Pacquiao, hindi. Sabi ko sa question ko, aside from Pacquiao. From Pacquiao.
Okay,
narinig mo, moderator?
Let me answer
aside from Pacquiao.
Okay.
Who are these congressmen? Aside from Pacquiao. Ilang beses ka na yun ulit yan, moderator.
Okay. Aside from Pacquiao, I cannot give more.
You cannot give more. So,
Kuya Antagonist, reminder lang po, magtatanong po tayo, hindi po natin i-explain.
Okay. So,
proceed with the question.
So meaning to say, you cannot name or only Pacquiao. So are you saying that the statement of Pacquiao is the representation of the entire Congress, yes or no?
I'm not saying it is the entire representation.
So you're saying that the statement of Pacquiao is not the representation of the entire Congress, yes?
Yes, of course, because Pacquiao is one person.
Thank you. I'll waive my time.
Dumako naman tayo sa cross-examination with the affirmative. Go ahead, Sir Atheist. You have 10 minutes. Sorry.
Okay. Mag-aano muna ako, before we start the time, I would like to object on that last question because clearly, asking the person, who is the person?
Objection, moderator. The cross-examination is over. You cannot make an objection when the cross-examination is over. What kind of debate is this? Objection after the cross-examination. Moderator, please make a ruling.
Tapos yung counter objection.
Order.
Moderator, I already said I waive my time and that is the signal that the cross-examination is over. Therefore, you cannot make an objection.
This is my time.
That is your time, so ask me now. Do not make an objection on the previous.
Don't dictate the debate. Even if you already asked the question, I can object to you.
Well, it is for the moderator to make a ruling. Moderator ruling.
Sir Atheist, proceed po with the cross-examination.
Thank you.
Thank you po.
Okay. Okay. Antagonist, does the Pope have an influence on the people? Yes or no?
Ano?
Does the Pope have an influence on the people?
Yes, but not on the legislation. Next question.
My question is not about the legislation. Okay. Next.
Well, I answered you.
Okay.
Objection,
Next.
moderator. Objection, moderator.
The
Ano po yung
legislation.
objection?
Okay, my objection is may the moderator remind ATS teacher that I am under cross, therefore his only job is to ask question and not to make side comments. Thank you.
I'm objecting, moderator. I said that the legislation is not part of the question. Is that correct, moderator?
Counter objection, moderator. He said that if the Pope may influence the people, I said yes. Categorical. May repeat play the record. I said yes. Categorically. I answered categorically yes, but not on the legislation. Yes.
Okay, that's why I'm objecting because the legislation is not part of my question. Thank you. Ano?
Proceed po tayo, ATS
Okay,
teacher,
next.
sa next question.
Next question.
Patapusin po muna. Sir Antagonist, patapusin po muna natin yung question before po tayo sumagot.
So
Salamat po.
moderator, since he has an objection that yung question niya daw ay hindi sa legislation, what is your ruling?
Pinagpo-proceed ko po siya sa next question niya.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Question. Are legislators people?
Yes, but they have a title, legislators. They have the power, they have the extra power as a legislator to craft a bill, to craft a law, to vote whether or not they are against the bill. They are not just an ordinary people, not a common people. Next question.
Okay. If the Pope had an influence on the people and if legislators are people, does it follow that the Pope has an influence with the legislators?
No. Because people is a general word. There are kinds of people, legislators, common people, politicians, priests, bishop. There are peoples. You have to be very specific, and the topic is legislation, not society.
Okay.
People in general.
Okay. Legislators, okay.
Yes.
Okay, next. Is the National Bible Day product of the religious belief?
It is not product of the religious belief. It is product of the Congress.
Okay. Where is it based? The National Bible Day, where is it based?
Of course, it is based on religion, but there is no influence being made because in the first place, the very goal of that bill is the Bible.
Okay, is the Bible an icon
No need
of
to
religious
influence.
belief?
No need to influence. Okay.
Is the Bible an icon of religious belief?
Yes, it is an icon of religious belief, but it doesn't mean that the legislation influence the legislator to craft a law that would make a Bible Day.
Okay.
Wala kang napakita kanina.
Okay. Next question. Is the National Bible Day only related?
SP, pabalik nung time sa 7:40. Sir Antagonist, pag po nagko-question si Sir ATS, mag-mute po muna tayo para po clear natin naririnig. May unnecessary noise po kasi. Pabalik nung time sa 7:40. Salamat.
Again, since nabalik yung time, again, is the Bible an icon of religious belief? Yes or no?
Sorry, nakamute pala ako. Again, question. Nakamute pala ako.
Is the Bible an icon of religious belief? Nabalik kasi yung time, ulitin ko lang.
Yes, it is an icon of religious belief, ang Bible, but it doesn't mean that the religious people influence the Congress to craft a law to make this day a Bible Day. There was never an account or proof that the religious people or the priests, the bishops, influence the legislators.
Okay. Can the National Bible Day be related to other religious belief except Christianity?
Only for Christianity.
Okay. Then therefore, do you agree now that the effect of Christianity is embedded in the act of National Bible Day?
No, because again, no account, no testimony, no statement on record that a certain group of Christian religion or group of priests, group of bishops has make a request to the house to make this day a Bible day. In other words, that Bible day in the first place is the goal of that bill. It is not an influence.
Okay, so for you, no, the National Bible Day is not a product of religion, specifically Christianity?
It is not a product of religion. It is the wisdom of the. It is a product of the wisdom of the legislator without any influence by the church, by the religion.
Okay. Next question. If there are no Christian legislators, will there be a National Bible Day?
Again?
If there are no Christian legislators, will there be a National Bible Day? Yes or no?
Yes.
How can there be a National Bible Day if the legislators are not Christian?
Again, how?
Ulitin ko lang yung una kong tanong, can there be a National Bible Day without Christian legislators? You said yes. So,
Yes.
Ang tanong ko, how can there be a National Bible Day if there are no Christian legislators?
There can be a National Bible Day without Christian legislators if there are Christians outside the legislation request to Congress to file a bill or to craft a bill that will make as a specific day a Bible Day. It doesn't need that there is a Christian legislator.
Okay, again, another question.
Yes.
Since you said earlier that the Bible is a religious icon and is for Christianity, correct?
Yes.
Okay. In a society without any Christian, will there be a Bible Day?
Of course, no.
Okay. So if it is no, then it follows that there can be no National Bible Day in a society without Christians, correct?
Correct, but it doesn't mean that it must be influenced. It is the wisdom of a certain congressman, whoever is that, to file a bill that would make a specific day a Bible day. It doesn't need any influence.
Okay.
It doesn't need any influence.
Anta, if there are no Christians in a society, ang tanong ko, paano magkakaroon ng National Bible Day?
Wala nga, hindi nga magkakaroon. For example, sa Saudi Arabia.
So therefore, the logical conclusion is, no, the Bible Day is a product of religious Christianity.
I dissent.
Correct?
I dissent.
Okay, good.
I dissent.
There are no further questions. I yield my time.
Okay. Ayun, maraming salamat po. Now, the end of the program is about to close. Let's hear our panelists one last time in their closing statements. Go ahead, Sir Antagonist. Ikaw po mauna sa... You have 6 minutes, Sir Antagonist.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Nag-focus siya sa National Bible Day. Tinanong niya ako kung may mga kung wala bang Christian. For example, the Philippines is an Islamic country.
Objection, moderator. Ito
Ano
po
po
ay
yung
closing
objection?
na. Hindi na po pwede na magpatibay pa ng argument.
Well, conclusion and objection, moderator.
Kuya Antagonist, pakiayos po nung tawag dito, nung closing statement po
I have a
natin.
counter objection, Kusule. Hear me.
Sige, ano po yung counter objection niyo po?
Closing statement it is a conclusion of the entire matters that has been discussed in the entire debate. That is the conclusion. That is the final statement.
Again, Sir Antagonist, pakiayos po nung closing statement niyo po.
Again, my closing statement is this. Closing statement can be anything as long as it is part of the topic and it is part of the discussion. O hindi ako maglalabas ng ibang kuansule, ibang proof.
So, tinitira niya pa rin kasi ako, hindi na to debate proper closing.
It is allowed, Sule. You can say anything as long as ang lahat ng sasabihin ko, ang lahat ng sasabihin ko is part of the discussion from opening statement to cross examination.
Ano decision mo, Sulay?
Pakiayos po, Sir Antagonist, ng closing statement po natin.
Okay, closing statement nga ako nga.
Okay po. Sige po, proceed po with your closing statement.
Okay, we are talking about the effects does religion influence the legislation ngayon on the National Bible Day, no? It is not influence because ATS teacher has failed to show proof na a certain group of Christian religion has encouraged the House to craft a bill. Wala. Puro lang speculation and assumption. Ngayon, on the question of whether or not, on the question of should there be a Bible Day if the Philippines is an Islamic country, for example, walang Christian. Ngayon, it doesn't negate the fact that no influence has been made kasi dapat once dapat kung masabi mong na-influensyahan may nag-encourage isang legislator na to craft this bill, may nag-encourage. Ngayon, it is common sense na it is the wisdom of the congressman na sasabihin niya, I will going to file a bill which declare this specifically a National Bible Day without the influence of religious people. He can make that in his capacity as a legislator, as a congressman, in his wisdom. Ngayon, flawed ang tanong kung, of course, walang magpa-file ng Bible Day kung Islamic country tayo. But it doesn't mean to say na kapag Christian ang country at may Bible Day, na-influence na ng religion. A certain Christian legislator can file in his capacity as a legislator a bill without any influence. Ngayon, puro lang siya speculation. Congressman Marcoleta, ang statement ni Pacquiao, it is not influence. Why he consider us as a proof? It is not influence. The statement of Marcoleta, the statement of Pacquiao does not constitute the entire Congress. Does not constitute the entire Congress. The National Bible Day does not mean to say that there is an influence. Walang influence. Kasi you have failed to show to us a certain group of religious people, Christian group of people, born again, Catholic, that encourage a certain congressman, file this bill. This is a special request from this parish. Wala. Puro lang speculation. Puro lang assumption. This is a debate. We are bound by evidences and proof. I'll show you na that a strong proof that this country, the Philippines, has passed RH law, the most criticized bill in the Philippines as far as religious perspective is being concerned. To the extent that the church has issued an order to all the parishes to make a special prayer or ratio imperata. Yet, the bill has been signed into law by no less than the President Noynoy Aquino, who is a Catholic. Sasabihin mo ba kung si Noynoy Aquino ay Muslim, di ba niya isa-sign yung bill? What kind of argument is that? You have to show proof from the start of your opening statement until na-end ng debate. Wala kang proof, puro ka lang speculation and assumption. Nagbigay ka ng proof, Pacquiao at Marcoleta, palpak naman. Inamin mo naman that the statement of Pacquiao does not constitute the entire Congress. We're talking legislation as a whole. We are talking legislation as a whole. Therefore, the best evidence is the law.
Objection.
The law.
Stop time, please. Objection.
Stop nung time, SP.
Moderator, this is the only debate that I know that in that in final statement or closing statement, there is an objection.
Pwede po bang pakinggan yung objection? Kasi
No objection, moderator.
Kanina pa
Moderator.
sinasabing wala akong naipakita, ganyan, palpak yan.
Hindi yan ad hom. Hindi yan ad hom. And aside from that,
Sige, mag-decision ka na lang sila.
walang debate na saan ka nakakita ng debate na may objection sa closing statement? Saan debate ka nakakita? Moderator. Saan debate na may objection yung closing statement? Dito lang sa the round table.
Sir Antagonist, I think nag-agree naman po kayo na yung gagawin po is closing statement. Hindi siya rebuttal. So I think objection overruled.
Well, you can make a rebuttal on you can say anything as long as it's part of the topic, as long as yung mga sinasabi ko sa aking closing statement is part ng discussion from the cross examination to the first stand to rebuttal. Basta di lang lalabas. Di ako magrepresenta ng ibang proof. You can say anything in a closing statement as long as it is part of the discussion of the entire debate.
I need your decision, moderator, and then so we can proceed.
And that's how debate.
Sige, Kuya Anta, proceed with your closing statement.
Thank you. So, na-interrupt na ako, no? So, ayan. The affirmative has failed to show us proof. Only speculations, only assumptions on his premise. Puro lang assumption, puro lang speculation, walang proof. If the affirmative, kung ang affirmative sasabihin, there is a group of born again requested this specific congressman to file a bill. That is certainly an influence. That is certainly an influence. You cannot say that just because nag-declare ang Congress o nagpasa ng batas na National Bible Day doesn't mean to say that they are influenced by the religious people. Because it is the wisdom on the capacity of a single congressman to file a bill without the influence. You're making an assumption that congressman file a bill is being influenced. That is just an assumption. Walang napakitang proof. What is your proof? Lay down in your closing statement that the author of the law, National Bible Day, has been influenced by a certain group of religious people. And not an assumption. Wala kang napakita. Okay, lay down that in your closing statement. If not, you are just basing your argument, the whole of your argument, on your assumption and speculation. Ako, nagbigay na ako. RH law, the law on regulating contraceptives. Thank you.
Okay. So, since pwede pala yun, pag closing statement, sige. Ayan. Now, I will quote. Inquirer.net. Church opposition stalling reproductive health law. Stalling, ha? Stalling is an effect. Tandaan natin, stalling is a verb. A verb is an effect. It's an action word. Okay? So, nakalagay dito malinaw. The church and other religious and allied groups have hindered its rollout by questioning in the Supreme Court its constitutionality, invoking the state's responsibility to protect the land.
Excuse me, moderator.
Ano pong objection?
Ito yung dapat i-object because he is now presenting, number one, he is now presenting another proof na hindi part sa discussion from opening statement to cross-examination. Ngayon,
order.
Wait muna. Let me explain. Number two. Supreme Court now, that is judiciary and not legislation. Okay, go on. Legislation and judiciary, Supreme Court. Sige, go. Go with your proof, judiciary, not legislation.
Bakit sumasagot dun sa ano?
Sige. Ang sabi ko kanina sa moderator, Point of order, moderator. This is not an objection. Point of order. Ang sabi ko kanina, no, in your closing statement, you can discuss anything as long as it is discussed on the opening statement, on the rebuttal, on the cross-examination. Ngayon, he is presenting another new proof that hindi na marirebat. That is not allowed. New proof yan.
Pag closing kanina, pwede lahat. Diba?
Sabi ko, you can say,
mga sir, excuse me lang, no? Huwag kayong magsabayan. Hayaan nyo magsalita yung moderator.
Ang sabi ko kanina, you can say anything as long as it is part of the
Hayaan
discussion.
natin, sir, magsalita yung moderator, sir. Oo, kung pwede lang.
Sabi ko kanina,
Huwag kayong
Suley,
magsabayan.
sabi ko kanina, Suley, you can say anything in closing statement as long as it is discussed in the first stand, the second stand, in the rebuttal and the cross-examination. Now, it is teacher's doing is that he's presenting another proof. How can I rebut that? That is another proof. Hindi yan na pag-usapan.
Sir, okay. Acknowledge.
And number two, Suley, it is a flawed because we're talking about legislation, not judiciary. Is mentioning Supreme Court. Okay. Thank you.
Acknowledge naman po. Sir, ATS, pakialis na lang po nung judiciary kasi hindi po siya kasama sa nilatag nyo po.
Okay. Sige.
Go ahead po,
pero
Sir
ano
ATS.
lang, no, clarification, nilinaw ko, pinakita ko yung mga statements ng church kanina, ng mga religious people. Okay? So the church is consisted of religious people. Pero sige, I will continue with my closing. Okay. Again, no, the National Bible Day can only be an effect of religious Christianity, nothing more, because antagonists admittedly that a society without Christianity cannot have a National Bible Day. Sinabi niya po yan kanina, mga kaibigan. They cannot have a National Bible Day because inherently, no, the National Bible Day is a result of religious Christianity, nothing more. Not the Islam religion, not the Hindu religion. As you will see, my dearest panelists and audience, antagonists failed to refute my arguments since he lacklusterly did not show what's wrong with the premises. Number two, he did not pass the qualification of showing any religious people denying their intent. Yan yung dalawang qualification ko kanila. Pakita mo anong mali sa argument. Pangalawa, pakita mo na dine-deny ng inyong church na gusto nila mga influence because the church, as I mentioned earlier, is inherently an influential entity. So we cannot negate its influence to the people. And if the people are legislators, therefore it follows that they will have an effect on that legislation. Okay? Next, specifically, and namely, congressmen and senators with their religious beliefs, no? Nakita natin kanina, hindered, no? Stalled, no? Ginagawa nila ng paraan para hindi matuloy. Hindi porke hindi siya naipasa, hindi porke nakapasa siya, ibig sabihin wala ng effect, no? Again, nor have he provided any good and compelling arguments why there is no influence of religion in the legislation. While I have provided clearly influences of religion is rampant in the legislation by means of the arguments and evidences I presented, recorded evidences. I also remain true to my words that I will not present whether this influence is good or bad, but my intention is to show and provide and prove why and how there is influence. Nakita naman natin yan. And I can convincingly say tonight that I have successfully did by showing a valid argument with premises and conclusion and showing evidences of the influences of religion in the legislation, by how legislations are made and how legislators use religion in the benefit of their religious belief. That's all for tonight. I hope you have a valuable evening of learning in this debate. No? Thank you and good night.
Thank you po sa closing statement nyo.